If you plant a seed in desert, it will die. But same seed in rich soil sprouts to be a full-fledged tree. A spiritual seeker's life is exactly like that seed. Hi, Namaskaram, and welcome back. In this episode, I'll be talking about a spiritual seeker's life and how support matter in his life. We may experience ourselves as physical human beings who are having spiritual experiences, but the reality is other way around. We are spiritual human beings having physical experiences. Why am I claiming that is a different aspect of it? But somewhere deep within you, you have experienced something which is beyond physical, and you had no explanation to that. Now, it's not only true about the human beings, but also every other thing that is in the planet. Now, can we know ourselves? What is the truth of life? Yes, of course, we can know. If we can be ignorant about something, then we can know that thing as well. But can we understand? Maybe not. Now there's a difference between knowing and understanding. What is knowing means you can feel it, you can sense it, you can experience it. But understanding is about the game of mind. The mind is incapable of doing certain things. It can only process things that you can grasp through your sense organs. Now there are certain things that is beyond your sense organs perception, but you can perceive it. Now, do I know who am I, or do I know what is spirituality? Do I know everything about this world? No, I know nothing about this world. All I can say is I'm ignorant, and that is one of the reasons why I am on this spiritual path. And every other seeker that you see on this path is because of that one reason: I do not know. Spiritual seed is not something that somebody puts inside of you, but it is something that always exists within you. Now, how you can sprout it and become a full-fledged life, that is completely upon you. Now, as I have already mentioned, a seed can grow much faster in certain condition, but it can also die in certain condition as well. As long as you are alive, the seed is there in the seed form. Some people understand it very early, and they start putting efforts towards growing this seed to a full-fledged life. And some people take a little long time, but eventually everybody turn towards life, because there is nothing more important than life here on this planet. Now, once somebody realizes the life is much more important than anything else, inevitably the effort comes from within. Now, when somebody starts putting effort, what matters the most is the surrounding, is the atmosphere that the person lives in. How a person grows spiritually, atmosphere plays a really important role in it, just like a seed. Now, if you are on this spiritual path, then what are those things that you can take benefit from? I'll be talking about in different categories. Number one, physical objects or physical aspect of life through which you can take or you can get benefited, and there are some spiritual aspects of life through which you can take benefits as well. First physical thing through which you can get benefited is Vibhuti. Vibhuti is nothing but sacred ash. When a human being cremated, the ash that is left is nothing but the sacred ash. They pass through those ashes in certain situation to make it a little bit more consecrated or more sacred, and then people apply it on their forehead. One of the reasons people apply it on their forehead to have the realization that we are not immortal, we are going to die one day. And this understanding of being mortal of oneself pushes that person to explore about the life, because one knows that even if I gather everything that is present around the world, it will be not enough, and I'll be dying one day, and once I'm dead, there is no importance of anything that I've accumulated. But if there is life, if there is something that's very much fundamental which is beyond the physical nature of it, even if the body dies, even if the body falls dead, the fundamental aspect of it remains intact. as it is the same. And also you would have seen people applying Vibhuti on particularly their forehead in between the eyebrows. Is one of the reasons because of the Agnya Chakra. You might have seen Shiva's calendar's image, correct? In that image you must have seen there is a eye on the forehead of Shiva. But is that a physical eye? There is Shiva statue or Adiyogi statue just right behind me. Have you seen any eyes on his forehead? No, but mostly you will see. That is only because Shiva was the first yogi who opened up his third eye. Now what is the significance of this third eye? Third eye is not a physical eye. It is an inward eye. Now what I mean by inward eye? All of your sense organs can perceive everything that is physical in nature. But what if there is something that is not physical? Can your eyes, nose, ear, taste and touch, all that thing perceive? No. But does that mean it doesn't exist? No, it exists, but it's just that you cannot perceive it. But does that mean we are incapable of perceiving it? No, you can perceive it, and that is what third eye does. This is nothing but this is otherwise called Agnya Chakra or Agnya Chakra. So if you can open up this chakra and push your life energies through it to any particular object, to anything in this world, you can be able to grasp any memory that is present inside it. Now when we talk about inward, what is inside of you? Blood, flesh, bones, correct? That is only about the physical aspect of it. But there is each cell of your body carries enormous amount of memory. Memory that is the beginning of this earth to end of this earth, or beyond, or amount of time the earth happenings of this earth that is also inside this body. You may say, I just born in 1996. How come I know everything? How come my body knows everything? You have to understand this one thing, that your body is not yours. It is just a piece of this planet. Everything that the planet has gone through, your body has gone through the same. All you can see is just because you are not connected with the earth, just because you can fly around, just because you can move here and there, you feel like you are not the piece of this earth. You are an extension of this earth only. Eventually what you will see is that everything that you see around you is nothing but a part of you. In other words, you may say, right now you are breathing, taking inhalation and exhalation. There is a tree out there which is producing oxygen and you are producing carbon dioxide. If there is no tree around the world, can you survive? Can you breathe? Of course not. So can we say a part of your lung is hanging on their tree? So everything that is around you is in a way having a transactions in each part of your life, just to make you realize that you are not something separate than this life. You are just a piece of life like everything else around you. So it is very much possible to experience everything that is out there, which is not a manifestation of physicality, but still have certain existence as well. Now people also apply Vibhuti on their pit of their throat, on Anahata, Manipura, is only because these are the different chakras of a human body. Now why this chakra is important and what are these chakras, we can cover it in some different videos, but for now this is one of the reasons because of which they want to apply Vibhuti in this part of this body. People also apply Vibhuti on their earlobes and back of some bone over here, and I have no idea why they apply over there. If I ever get this idea, then I definitely will share it to you, but for now I will not be sharing about all those things. Now the second thing through which you can get benefited in this spiritual journey is Rudraksh. Now Rudraksh is one of the beads which is very sensitive to energies. If you put Rudraksh in a very vibrant energy form, it will start soaking that energies within itself. If you put that Rudraksh around your neck, it will keep that energy around your neck for a certain while, and slowly it will start grasping or soak your energy into it. Now that is one of the reasons why in old traditional culture or in certain places of India, you will still see people put Rudraksh beads in their children's neck, or they still wear, or people who are into spiritual aspect, they wear Rudraksh mala, is because they do not want any negative energy to impact in them. So this Rudraks create a certain cocoon of energy. Particularly for childs, they wear small Rudraks so that they do not get weird kind of dreams. And if some person do some occult magic or something, Rudraks is there to protect them in a certain way. Now there could be other different physical objects like a metal ring, or if you are drinking water, then you have to drink through some copper vessels. There are other aspects of fire, other aspects of water, other aspects of wind through which you can take benefit of it. But there are some subtler aspects as well which deals with energy system. Now if you see in Indian culture, there have been some certain practices like Surya Kriya. Have you seen it? Surya Namaskar, Sambhavi Mahamudra, Sudarshan Kriya. There are different types of kriyas through which you can align your energy system with the energy system of this universe. And these kriyas are going to help you to experience or explore more into deeper dimension of your life. As I have already talked about these chakras, I talked about this third eye. So these kriyas are going to help you in a certain way to activate them, to pursue more about them. If you want to learn something about science, about this fan, you go to some university, you read some book, you find a teacher. Similarly, if you want to know something about the spiritual world, about the world that you have no idea about the world beyond physicality, you come to a guru, you find some tricks, techniques, you read some certain books, you take advices of the guru, and you start exploring in that journey. So you become a scholar, you become a seeker. A seeker is always exploring and trying certain things to experience the dimension of the life. Now till now, whatever I have explained is about planting a seed in desert and trying to water it. It might sprout, but the quality of the tree may not be that good, or it might take a little bit more time to sprout. But what if you put a seed in very rich soil? It sprouts very quickly, and the quality of it is also much more better in comparison to any other seed. Correct? Now similarly, when you come to places like ashram, you get this exactly same kind of environment as a spiritual seeker. Now if I talk about particularly this ashram, there is Dhyan Linga. Now Dhyan Linga is an energy form which is energized to the peak of all the 7 chakras of itself. Usually they say as Shiva's energy body himself. There is Devi, which is again consecrated in a different way. There is Rasalingas inside the water, in which if you go, it will make you more receptive towards the energies that you are going to grasp. Now if you come to this ashram, you first sit inside Dhyan Linga and see and try to experience what is happening within you. If nothing happens, come back and take a dip in the Surya Kund or Chandra Kund. Then you go back again, sit inside the temple. If nothing happens, you again come back, you take 3 dips and you go sit inside Devi. Certainly you will get certain experience of your life that you have never even experienced before, and never even imagined before that you will ever experience certain things. Now if you have seen my last video, then I have said there what I have never experienced after practicing Sambhavi Mahamudra for 1 complete year. I just got that in 1 month over here. Now this is only because of this ashram, this consecrated environment. The life inside the environment creates certain situation for yourself which puts you in a fast forward mode in your spiritual journey. And inevitably, without knowing, you are in a satsang, you are in a place, you are in a community which is directing or heading towards that direction collectively. Now even if you do not do anything, just by being present over here, your everything moves towards in that direction without knowing, without having this conscious experience of it. So as Sadhguru says, irrespective of your intentions, right and wrong, if you do the right thing, right things will yield. Similarly, if you are a spiritual seeker, if you are a spiritual seed wants to sprout, if you just get yourself here in the ashram, then something will definitely happen to you, irrespective of you want it or not, because of the satsang, because of the environment, because of the surrounding. Now if you are ever in the ashram, then you have to be in a certain way as well to protect this environment, so that this environment remains safe for other people as well. So how to be inside the ashram, I'll be talking about in the next video. If you want to watch that, do subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that when the video will be uploaded, you will be notified. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.